Hey, what's going on everyone? Vega here for Serpent Tech, and before I even go to mount this guy on my roof, I just want to make sure it's working. Getting the mount for your roof and all the stuff that we need. For example, lightning arresters that we're going to need for these antenna. We need 2 of them. We're also going to want to ground the Ethernet. We also want to ground out the chassis, which the ground is right there. Ground out the both antennas, the chassis. Everything needs to be done correctly, and before I do all that, I just want to power it on to make sure it works, right? Make sure that we can activate it. Now, what's interesting is you go to the Discord or you go to the docs.chirp wireless website, you will see that the activation process does require us to provide a picture of the unit mounted on the roof. But again, I just don't want to do that just yet until I get everything situated and good to go. So we already have our Ethernet plugged in here, and we're going to use our power over Ethernet cable to power this guy on. Now, this is not plugged in yet, but you can see I got the LAN connection right here, and then the PoE connection right there. And we just need to plug in the connector or the power, but I just didn't want to do it yet until we confirm that everything is A-OK or working as it should. We can follow the docs provided to us by Chirp Wireless, but just want to make sure it's working first. Don't want to invest all that just yet or attach it to what I already have up there just yet until I make sure that it works and is able to connect no problem. Obviously, you need to open up the garage. This is not the best spot for it, but it is the most convenient spot for my current setup. So let's go ahead and plug this in. All right, so this device is lit up and we're getting power here. Not getting Ethernet. Okay, there's LTE flickering. Not getting Ethernet though. This should be a cable that can provide power over Ethernet. Should be. But I guess we'll have to wait a minute. Definitely gonna need to log in and make sure everything is going. There's no lights on these Ethernet ports. Hang on, let me turn off the flash. Why is there no lights on these things? There's only a light over here. Interesting. All right, everything is lit up now. We got power, we got Ethernet, low ray 1, low ray 2. And we can see the Ethernet port is getting connectivity in there now. So maybe it just took a second for power over Ethernet to actually give enough charge to turn this bad boy fully on. But now we need to connect to this device, and through the documentation, it's going to produce a wireless signal. We need to log into it, and it tells us in the documentation what the username and password is. So we need to go do that. But the beautiful thing is this thing does work. I just need to go through the rest of the activation process. So that's the point of today's video. I just wanted to make sure that before I even go buying all this equipment, because like I said, 2 lightning arresters per antenna, then we want to ground both lightning arresters, including this ground point right here, down to the ground to probably your on the side, wherever your meter is on the outside, not where this guy is, but my meter's on the opposite side. There's a cable coming up from the ground that we need to ground to, obviously adding lightning protection, but I also want to protect the Ethernet cable from any type of surge. So also want to protect this guy and that guy. So we're going to need two point of resting, right? So before or after this guy and before this guy. And we should be good. The mounts and all that stuff, all that's going to be coming in a future update, but at least we're working, at least we're good to go. Do not power up without connecting antennas. Okay, well, we did that. It's just not grounded, which is something I would love to do, but I'm not going to ground it because it's not on the roof yet. So anyways, do me a favor, hit the like button on the way out. Make sure to get subscribed, hit the notification button to stay up to date, as well as check out additional links in the description. I do agree with why they want to review where you're setting this thing up before you activate it. However, to make sure it's not DOA, dead on arrival, before you go investing all that money to set it up on your roof, just go ahead and power it on. Make sure everything works. All right, guys, catch you next one.